Hello, I'm Ozzy, and welcome back to my little survival world. In the last episode, we finished all this. The exterior is complete. We've put some fancy stuff. Well, we're missing the bell, but that's okay. That we'll get to at some point soon. All that we need to do now is this, the interior, which would be kind of helpful. Yeah. I can now officially get rid of that. It's unnecessary. We'll keep that one just for shits and gigs. But yes, I want to do the interior today, which will start with a floor. Be a good place to start. And then from there, I think we need some pillars to support this roof. And then we'll go about designing like the pews and the altar and all that stuff. But that's a bit of a later thing. So for once, we'll probably not be in the mines, as we have been the past few episodes, so we could finish this. But I will most likely be deforesting. I'll most likely be deforesting an entire section of this place, starting with those trees right there. Now, I was thinking about it, and I'm thinking a little pattern with stripped logs. That would be nice, but I'm also a bit cautious of it because I'm going to need a lot of logs to do that. So I'm not too sure. I may just go for planks, and then we'll get some spruce or dark oak for the pews and all the interior decoration stuff. But yeah, that's the plan. We'll keep this ladder here. We should also, I don't know if I still left it. I think it's on the other side. Hang on. Okay, fantastic. We will also need to fill this in. I don't like that. We need to fill in that one as well. I don't like that. Maybe because I saw a zombie in there last time and I was like, oh. You know what, let's do that right now. With whatever we've got. I will also need to put torches up here, but that's a separate issue. We'll try and fill the base layer with all the stuff that doesn't match, and then we'll cover it up with this. Oh. Hello, Tyson. My doggy's here. Hello. Yay. Alright, lie down, get cozy. Yeah, I know. I won't do one more. We'll just cover it. Oops. I want to do that. There we go. Okay. Are we seriously going to... That is really annoying, but I don't really know what to do. Okay. Oh, and there's more of you. Fantastic. That's exactly how I wanted this to go. Well, I suppose we'll go get more andesite cobble. Because, I haven't been to the mines enough these past few episodes. Seem to be yearning for them. Let's there. It's fine. It'll be fine. Okay, problem more or less solved. I should probably deal with those guys. Where are the other ones? Where'd they go? They were over here, weren't they? Oh, did they leave? Huh, suppose they did. Oh, am I just tweaking? Who knows, who cares? That was a shocking first hit. Come on. There we go. Is there anyone else around? So I saw more of you earlier. It seems we're chill. Okay. Let's go to sleep. Actually, we can finally put this back here. I'm still bummed that it's not the original one, but, there's only so much we can do. Let's just dump some of this in here. Yeah, we'll keep the Thieves' Slate just in case, and copper will be important for when we eventually make the bell. Take some of that, though. There we go. We'll make some torches later, but for now, we sleep. Don't really have a lot to report on from the week. I've done a whole shit ton of nothing, if I'm perfectly honest. Got uni in a couple of weeks' time, starting up again, but, that's later's problem. I remember I got the email like, oh, your timetable's ready, and I'm like, oh, we're back so soon? I thought the holidays just started. But, it is what it is. I think I mentioned this in the Betacraft series, but I was reading Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, and I finished it not too long ago. Now, I probably could have finished it a lot sooner, but I'm kind of lazy. And so, as I was working my way through it, I'd, read a little bit every night, and then eventually I stopped for about 2-3 weeks. And then I was like, hey, maybe, since I'm sitting around doing nothing, maybe I should, finish the book. And I did. And it was well worth it. I read all the 12 books of Meditations. And so I have started The Myth of Sisyphus by Albert Camus. I assume that's how you pronounce it. I'm not fancy. But yeah, I've started that book, and that's... Meditations was good because it was, not that it was, an easy read or whatever, but, it was pretty clear, this is how you have to handle life. This is what you need to think, yada yada. And it was a very good book for advising me on how to better handle my feelings, better discipline myself to work harder, and, what I should do with my life. And that was fantastic. Then I started The Myth of Sisyphus. And I feel so stupid reading it. Because it's it's not as straightforward. I'll put it that way. Because, philosophy, all these abstract ideas, you have to properly sit with it and digest it before you even understand a lick of what's going on. He's already, first chapter, he's already dissecting, how nothing is real, the absurd is, this paradoxical force, and what's it called? Every statement we make only comes after we handle the absurd, and yada yada, and that's all well and good, but oh my god, I'm reading this for the first time, and I'm like, what? What is this dude saying? It is very interesting, and since it's been few days and I've been reading and sitting with it and debating myself in the mirror over what the fuck this guy's talking about, well, let me say, that is a very interesting book, and those ideas are really cool. That's a great way to react to, very important philosophical work. Yeah, this shit's so cool. But yeah, very good book. I am very interested, because I'm not technically at The Myth of Sisyphus yet. There's a few other, chapters and sections on the absurd and yada yada before the section called The Myth of Sisyphus. So, we'll see. But as it currently stands, very interesting. Very, very interesting. I was debating, I finished Meditations, and I'm like, oh, what should I start next? Should I go in order? Should I do this? What should I do? I've got quite a few books I think I mentioned it as well in the Betacraft series. I've got quite a few books that are just, ready to rumble at a moment's notice that I just haven't started yet. I've got way too many books than I know what to do with. And so it was this big debate, like, do I start with Aristotle? Do I do one of the history books instead? Like, I've got, what's it called? Caesar, the Conquest of Gaul and the Civil War. Like, do I start those? Do I start Plato? Do I start Nietzsche? I've got 3 Nietzsche books. Let me have a glance over. I've got Thus Spoke Zarathustra, Beyond Good and Evil, and On the Genealogy of Morals. So do I start those? Like, where do I go? And then I thought, all those books are all like the Penguins classic books, like the, black cover, all the rest of it. And Meditations was one of the exceptions to this. Like, I've got all those Penguin books, and then I've got a few others that aren't exactly like that. So, like, War of the Worlds and A Brave New World, Count of Monte Cristo. Like, they're all colourful book covers. And so I thought, well, I did Meditations. Maybe I should, finish the colourful books first, and then I'll get on to all the Penguin classic ones, and we'll go from there. And so the very first book, alphabetically organised by author, in this colourful section was Albert Camus, The Myth of Sisyphus. So, yeah, that is the entire reason I started with it. I think I'm just going to do planks. It'll just be easier. Make my life easier. There. Okay. But yeah, Myth of Sisyphus. After that, it's Brave New World. Then The Count of Monte Cristo, which I am horrified for, so let's ignore that for the time being. Because that is a big book. I might just skip that and save it till the end. So that is a big book. Then it's War of the Worlds. Then it's, I think... there's, what's it called? Epicurus. I found this very small book on Epicurus. I was looking for one of the Penguin classic books on him. But... alas, I could not find it. But then I found a book of Epicurean philosophy, and I was like, yes! Sign me up! So I got that one. It's a little tiny one. So that'll be a pretty easy read to get through. Then Kafka, Metamorphoses. Then I think it's... it is The Great Gatsby. Then, or Meditations, but that's already done. Then I've got Animal Farm, which I don't think I put that section. Yeah, no, the coloured section isn't. Oh God, that sounds terrible. The colourful book section is not in alphabetical order. It's in like smallest to biggest, like height wise at the very least. So yeah, then I've got Animal Farm, then I've got the Communist Manifesto, because it's, what a book, am I right? Then I've got The Prince by Machiavelli, which I've already read most of, because I did it for uni. And then, at the very end, I've got White Knights. Very short, very small book. Could wrap that up very easily. And then I get on to the big kahunas, if you will, of all the Penguin classic books. And then, then I'll actually be caught up on everything I've decided to... I'm going to need more wood. Then I'll be caught up on everything I've decided to read. Which will be pretty nice. I need hella torches in here. This simply won't do. Yeah, that's my reading list, chat. Did I get most of them because I want to feel smart? Yes, I did. Let's not lie. I got so many of these because I'm like, look at me. I'm such an intellectual reading all these intellectual books. Look at me. I read philosophy. Nah. Okay, look. The reason I know of all of those books is because that was me when I was like 13. I was like, no, I am so mature and so smart for my age. Look at me, I know philosophy. I read literally none of the books, but like, look at me, I know philosophy. And then, now I'm 21. I thought, hey, you know what'd be smart? Let's actually read the books. Then we can be a smartass about it, because we've read them. But yeah. Books. How am I going to arrange this? Oh, shit, there you are. Okay, hi. That was quite rude. Turn my back for 5 seconds and you spawn in. Okay. Well, let's just do this for the time being. Just to be sure. Then I feel like, because that's there, so that has to be there, and there, and there, and there, and there, and there. Yes, no, that works perfectly. I'm a genius. And I need more. Okay. But first, we sleep. Heaven forbid. Heaven forbid. I know I'm all dripped up, but I'm still scared. The night, it scares me. Okay. I should probably make another axe before I go any further. And another pickaxe, just because we're here. Let's quickly get that sorted. Pickaxe and axe. There we go. And I suppose since we're just going to be chopping down trees, I guess I could cut to a little bit of a montage. Might make this at least a little less boring. So yeah, let's go to one of those. Yeah, right. Sorry. Cue the music that you'll probably make in, like, as you're editing this. Alright, well, I guess shorter montage over. Nearly died. Right at the end there. Because some genius decided that, you know what we need? We need 3 zombies, 1 dripped out in copper armor. Like, completely. Boots, pants, everything. 2 creepers, and then just to top it off, after dealing with the second creeper, have a baby zombie just rock up and ruin your day. There's creeper hole 1, there's creeper hole 2, and I want to cry. But that's okay. Good enough. I'll fix this up proper at another point. But whatever the case, we finished the floor. We got all the wood to finish the floor. And we have quite a bit left over, which is very good. It's a good place to be in. Da-da-da-da! Look at this beautiful wooden floor. I also moved the torches up by 1. I think it just makes it look a bit better. It was fine when the floor wasn't in. It was at a good height. Then the floor was in, and it was a little too low for my liking. So I pushed them up 1. Now the real debate is this and all this. Because I want something to do. I want something to be here. But I don't quite know what I want. And better yet, I also don't know how to light up this part here. I don't know. I'd for that exact reason. Why are you here? Anyway, let's put that all away for a sec. It's clear that we need more lighting. Here's the problem. To get lighting here, in these middle bits, there's two ways you can go about it. You either have lanterns hanging down, which would be alright, or pillars in the middle or like close to the middle where you can put torches around. Now, I want to do pillars. The only problem is they're going to be in the way. And that's annoying. So, I'm not really sure what to do. Because I know I want to put pillars like here, for example, just to support this little beam that we've got going across. That'd be nice. But then I don't know if I want more after that. Because ideally it'd line up here along this one, which would be fine. But do I really want to? And even then, if I do want to, I'm going to have to disappear into there again. And I am a little tired of having to do that. I think we're just going to do it. Let's do it. Let's take this with us. And let's do it. Alright, well, start montage number 2 going, because no way I'm letting you guys witness this terrible mining expedition. So, yeah, editing me, you know what to do. Cue the music, I guess. I don't know. Is it even worth cueing the music? Still worth it? Alright, fine. Cue the music. Okay, second montage over. I think we got some very convincing pillars going. I'm still not a fan of the situation because I don't like how little room there is. But at the same time, it also means pews down here, aisle instead of more pews. But whatever the case, this is what we got going on. I still haven't really figured out what I'm doing with this part just yet, but I've done this part. As you can see, I've added some deep slate stairs here, mainly because I don't like that there's light that shines through where the slabs are and stuff like that. So I think that's a pretty fair way to resolve it. I've added these, they look real nice. And now I just need some torches so we can light this joint up and never be scared of mobs spawning in there ever again. I hope. I pray. But whatever the case, let's get it done. Need more of this. Do 8 just to be safe. So, let's light them up. Oh my god, 32 might have actually been the perfect amount. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm a professional in my field. Look at that. Yeah, I think this, although I'm not the biggest fan of it, I think it was a good idea. I think it was a very good idea to have these arches here. I think it'll be a fine addition. Oh, I've also got it. Oh, do I have that? No, I don't think I'll worry about these ones here. They should be fine. I think the next main thing is probably getting these doors sorted and the little steps that lead up to them. I think I'll do it out of deep slate just to differentiate it a little bit. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 per side. So that's 12 of these. And then 1, 2, 1, 2 of these. So we can do this, then that, and then same on the other side. Now, ideally, I want spruce doors. Ideally. Actually, I might tear these up as well and replace them with deep slate for consistency's sake. So, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Just so then if I put the doors on this side, it'll match. But yes, ideally I want spruce doors here because I like how they look. But I also know that I don't have any spruce wood on me. So temporarily, some oak doors may have to suffice. And they'll still look fine. Oops, that's not how you make an oak door. I'm going to be one short. That's going to really tick me off, but that's okay. Let's do those. And one more of these. There we go. So we can have 1, 2. 1, 2. Then, up on the outside, to do 1, 2. And 1, 2. There we go. I might also, in future, replace these with trapdoors. Oh, how did you get here? Where did you... You know what? I don't need to answer that question. It's not worth it. But yes, I ideally would like to replace these with trapdoors, so it looks like a really big door. But I think that'll suffice for now. Then... the only other things would be... well, a pathway leading up would be nice. The bell is what we need. The bell is what we need. Let's get this copper smelting. We need that bell. I think I'll also move the ladder. Because, okay, here's what I'm thinking. I forget the specific name of it. I forget which church it is, or if it might be a synagogue. I can't remember. But there is a specific historical church that is shared between multiple communities and like religious groups, right? And so it became a bit of a tough call. Like, you know, we don't want any one group to have supreme authority over the area. What should we do? And so they decided that like any changes or anything like that has to be approved by everyone before it can go through. But hilariously, maybe not hilariously, but just it's a cool thing. There's a ladder on the outside of this church or synagogue that has remained untouched for hundreds of years. I think it's like 400 something years. This ladder's just been left there on the side of the building. And because every change has to be agreed upon, they just figured it's not worth, calling to a vote if we're going to move this ladder or not. And so they just left it there. Editing me, get a picture of it or something going. Search it up after this is done to show the people what I mean and actually put the name of it because I've forgotten. But yeah, that I want to leave that there just for that. For that purpose. Right, but now I should be getting to bed because, see, this is the type of shit I have to deal with on a nightly basis. And I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of that. Leave me alone. Oh, what's this enchanted? What? That must have been the smartest zombie on planet Earth. Not only was it wearing a helmet, which means if it stepped out in the sun, it would be fine, but also, just as an added layer of protection, they put fire protection on the helmet. That's probably the smartest zombie I've ever met in this game. Good on them, honestly. I'm proud of them. Well done. Unfortunately, I don't very much appreciate being attacked after working on my church. So, just a heads up, zombies and creepers and skeletons and spiders. How about you just leave me alone? That'd be nice. I don't want to have to deal with this shit no more. Yes. Yep. I still need the stone cutter. Why did I put it down? These are the questions we'll never have the answers to. That's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to search up how to build a bell. I mean, like, surely it can't be that difficult, right? Surely. And again, I've never made one before, so, okay, hang on. Google time. Minecraft bell tower. That might assist. No, they just have normal bells in them. Okay, here. Okay. I see the aesthetic. I think I get it. Who knows, who cares? We'll figure it out. I think I know what I need to do based off that one picture I just saw. And I would like to use a lot of stairs, and I want to use cut copper, essentially. That's the main takeaway from all of this. And let's just get that to 56 and put that in there. Because cut copper, you get 4 for every block of copper. And so that means we'll have a lot to spare, which would be awesome. I guess we'll just wait for that. Editing me, do some bango magic and make it done. There we go. Thank you. Boom. All right. Okay. All right. Let's take this once more. I'm gonna need another pickaxe before we do anything. Heaven forbid. I'm out there trying to shape this bell and it just breaks. And oh. Okay. I probably need we'll just use the wall. Yeah. Okay, that did not work. Maybe one more. Maybe just one more. That's not where you're supposed to go. And that's exactly why I didn't bother with that. Okay. So. Just do 10 for now. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of these. Because here's the plan. Maybe 2 might be too much. Actually, yeah, no, I think it is. Let's just stick with 1. Let's see how 1 looks, and then we'll go from there. So I'm thinking, and I need to do this expertly, which I can't, because I'm not good at this sort of thing. There, and there, and then I need it in the corners. There we go. We'll fill this middle bit in with other blocks because it doesn't matter. Okay. So there's step 1. Got the little wing. Then I need it to go out. But how so? I think we need it in all the corners. Then 4, like so. Then We'll do it on this side just as test. Like so. That looks pretty bell-shaped. I think I need to do the same thing up there, though. So let me just quickly... Oh, shit, how are we going to do this? Probably like that, I'd say. Yeah, that's... Yep. That's the way. That's the one. Oh my god, it's already oxidizing. Hell yeah! No, because I do want this thing to completely oxidize. I think that'll be a great aesthetic. So yeah, then we just need to... Let me get rid of all this. This will be unnecessary now. We can probably actually leave a bit of it open, if we're honest. Whatever the case. Okay, so now that we've got that, we need to do this, and this, and this, and that. Like there, and that there, and that to there. Probably fill this in. There we go. And then we need 2, 4, 6. We need 6, which means we should have 2 pieces of cut copper left. So then this goes 1, 2. This goes 1. That's no. Goes 1, 2. This one goes 1, 2. And that should be the bell. Yeah, that looks very bell-y. I guess, I don't know. How else are you supposed to describe it? That looks like a bell. We've made the church bell. The bell tower now has a bell. Shoot. Yeah, perfect. Nah, this is good. This is good. I like this. Now we'll just go on to filling in everything else in here. Let's just do this just for gigs and shittles. We'll put some of our cobblestone and stuff in here as well. Let's just do whatever we can. Just fill it with whatever. Whatever blocks we have. If I need to go on another mining expedition, that can be next episode's problem. There we go. Okay, and on that note, I think I might call this episode here. Actually, let's go to bed first, and then I'll call this episode here. Can't believe we actually got the bell. We've got the bell in the bell tower. Everything is coming up Aussie, I guess. Oh, geez, now what's the thumbnail going to be? Is it going to be the bell, or is it going to be the inside? I think the inside. We've seen enough of the outside. But whatever the case, let me just quickly... Put that back where it belongs. Jump up here. Have a quick snooze. Run back down. Okay. And on that note, thank you once again for joining me in this episode. If you like what you saw and want to see what happens next, be sure to like and subscribe. Okay, Tyson. Yeah, have a big stretch whilst I'm doing the outro. I've been Aussie. Thanks for joining me once again. I hope all is well. And take care, guys. Peace.